You know the task. You know the deadline. You even know exactly how long it would take. But somehow, you're still just sitting there, frozen, stuck in a mental loop, scrolling on your phone while the guilt starts creeping in. You whisper to yourself, "Come on, just start." But nothing happens. And then something interesting occurs. A friend shows up. They're not telling you what to do. They're just sitting at the table with their laptop. And suddenly you're doing the dishes, replying to that email, folding the laundry you've been avoiding for days. They didn't coach you. They didn't push you. They just existed near you. And somehow that was enough. That's called body doubling. And if your brain is wired like mine, with ADHD or just a tendency to freeze under pressure, this might just be your secret productivity tool. Let's talk about what it is, why it works, and how you can use it to gently trick your brain into motion without pressure, shame, or hustle culture nonsense. Body doubling is a term that basically means doing a task while someone else is physically or virtually present, doing their own thing. They're not helping you directly. They're not telling you what to do. They're just there, focused, calm, present. And that presence becomes the spark your brain needed to start. It seems almost too simple, right? But for people who struggle with executive dysfunction, like many of us with ADHD or autism, it's not just a gimmick, it's neuroscience. When someone else is in the room, or even on a screen, your brain receives gentle signals like, "You're not alone. This moment has structure. There's a quiet expectation here, and I'm safe." You don't feel the overwhelming pressure of needing to perform, but you also don't feel completely untethered in space and time. That presence becomes a co-regulator, like training wheels for your attention span. This works because your brain, especially if it's neurodivergent, is relational. It responds to connection, it co-regulates. It looks for cues from the environment to know when it's safe to engage or when it should shut down. When you're alone, especially in a quiet room filled with unfinished tasks, your brain might freeze. There's no feedback loop, no anchor, just you and the overwhelming weight of everything you should be doing. But when someone else is there, even silently working on their own stuff, your brain goes, "Okay, this is a doing things environment now." It's subtle, but it's powerful. Now you might be wondering, so does this mean I always need someone around to get anything done? Not at all. Body doubling isn't about dependency. It's about knowing how to give your brain the conditions it needs to activate. And thankfully, you don't always need a real-life person. You can hop on a silent Zoom session with a friend where you each do your own work, play a study with me video on YouTube, use a co-working app like FocusMate, Flow Club, or Cave Day. Even sit in a cafe where strangers are doing their thing. That still counts. The idea is to replicate the energy of mutual focus, that quiet, coexisting presence that anchors your wandering mind. Some people ask, isn't this just accountability? But here's the difference. Accountability usually means someone will check your work, ask if you did the thing, maybe even judge you if you didn't. Body doubling, it's pressure-free. There's no "did you finish?" Just, "I'll be here while you try." That's what makes it so gentle and so effective. It helps you override the internal resistance not through discipline or shame, but through co-regulation and subtle momentum. The brain says, "Oh, we're doing things now?" And it joins in. So the next time you feel stuck, like your task is behind a glass wall you can't seem to break, try this. Don't force yourself to do it alone. Text a friend, turn on a study with me stream, or sit near someone you trust, even if they're not involved in what you're doing. Let presence be the push. Let community be the spark. You don't have to hustle. You don't have to just do it. You can gently walk your brain into action, one quiet body double at a time. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not failing. You're just mindfully wired. And that's more than enough.